Merry meet and welcome to Jupiter's Radiance. I'm Taylor and I apologize for the late update. We had so many tech issues, it was ridiculous. So it probably just means that this was meant to come out for this weekend. But as always, whenever you are finding this message is when it is meant for you. It is meant to help support this past week that has gone by and the kind of energies that we get around this time of year. But due to the delay, I still wanted to at least put this out during this week. And so this message is, I feel, going to be more about this weekend. And then Monday, of course, we will have our following video up. As long as there's no more tech issues, of course, right? But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into what I'm calling our seed to bud spread. Okay, so this spread is to help support the new ideas and projects that you're building up. So this is essentially a very nice check-in. This last week there was Earth Day, and so we wanted this to be very focused on working with the ground itself and seeing how things are coming up and developing. And so with that in mind, we have our first card here. So this is going to be the soil. This is going to be about the preparation that you've already done towards this project or idea. And then this is going to be the seed, right? So this is quite literally the idea that you're planting, your goal, what you're working on, and at its starting point. I think it's very important to note that this is at its starting point, right? Because then we go to 3 here. This is going to be your developed soil. So you prepared it, you planted a seed, time moves forward, our soil is developed as all of those nutrients are working together in order to help turn the seed into a bud. So our card number 4 is our bud. This is going to be the starting of our projects and kind of just what it looks like as it's taking physical form. So if you've ever worked in a garden or just observed something changing over time, you kind of notice it is a little bit more subtle and it doesn't always look exactly picture perfect or what you would expect. And so that's why we're seeing this seed to bud, because it really is kind of a check-in moment to make sure that our project is developing as we would like based on the preparations that we've done. So let's go ahead and jump more into the collective reading and exactly what that can look like. Okay, so for number 1, for the preparation that we're doing, we have the plant or flower, self-heal, representing responsibility. True healing is a journey that engages the whole of your being in a spiraling process of deeper and deeper levels of understanding and self-awareness. Self-heal addresses the special connection between your soul and your body and encourages you to take responsibility for your own personal journey. So I love this coming out for our developed soil, or not our developed soil, for our preparations that we've done to help get this progress started, because this kind of is letting you know that the actions that you're taking are worth it. They are supporting you on this journey forward. And if you aren't taking action, this is encouraging you to be a more active participant in your path or along your path right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at the seed along with this. And so we have Zinnia. I really hope I pronounced that right. A lightheartedness. So Zinnia encourages spontaneity and just plain silliness in order to help bridge the gap between the responsible adult and innocent child. Allow yourself to rediscover your joyful, playful inner child. Open your heart and your imagination and allow yourself to dream. The world is your oyster and anything is possible. So I love this even more because it kind of is a journey of saying hey, all the work that you've done, all the self-development that you've put into yourself, really great. You have all that responsibility, but we want you to balance it out with this lightheartedness. And so that's why the seed, the project, that you are developing is more around your own heart center and flowing more easily between being responsible and intentional and resting and having just moments that are just purely for joy. Now taking a look at our developed soil, we have white pine wisdom. Like a loving parent, white pine holds you in her embrace so that you feel safe, guarded, grounded, and still, and be able to find the space for quiet reflection. She helps you to tap into the ancient wisdom stored in your heart and to release your worries so that they can be absorbed by the earth. So what we're seeing, it honestly, other than just allowing yourself to be more involved on your path. This feels like a very natural transgression that is happening. That you have put in the work that you needed to, and you said, hey, I want my life to be easier. And now that you're doing that, what's happening is you're receiving the wisdoms in order to support making that happen. And so this is also, the developed soil does have a lot. This is where you're going to see external forces come in, because this is when you have literally external outside elements that are developing that soil into something more nutritious. And with that, we are seeing here also that we are not alone in this developing stage, that you are going to receive the wisdom that you need to along the way. So last thing I'll say about this is we aren't like, oh, make sure to study, make sure to do all this. You've already done it. And it's more relaxing into the easiness and seeing how you have learned what you needed to in order to further get to this lightheartedness. Kind of trusting yourself to be able to flow because you've learned enough. And so it is a little bit of having a leap of faith with yourself. Let's see what 4 is. Let's see what our bud is looking like. I love this. So we have Rosemary Clarity. Who are you really? Rosemary infuses the body with warmth and vitality, bringing security and clarity to the spirit, especially when it has lost connection with the physical world. Rosemary helps you to feel fully embodied and grounded so that you are better able to remember who you truly are. So again, this really, the only active piece that feels like you're doing is quite literally in this first one, where you are recognizing your responsibility and the efforts that you have put into your own health. Then from there, you're kind of able to take it a little bit more easy as this seed begins to develop. You get this lightheartedness, but it is being developed with wisdom in order to receive clarity. And so your bud, it sounds like it isn't exactly what you expected, but it is exactly what you needed. And so trusting in this process and allowing yourself to feel lighter and that you are making the right moves, or essentially just the moves that you need to in the moment, is going to be more than enough to support you during this development and finding that peace of mind. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here. I feel like there's a lot of powerful messages in this, so I would actually encourage you to watch this video again, especially if there was one particular card that really resonated with you. I know it's hard to read them from a screenshot, so that's why I would recommend just hearing it again if you can. And feel free to comment below. Let me know exactly what's resonating with you if you tried this with your own deck. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you Monday for more weekly spreads. Blessed be.